You've just started Final Fantasy XIV. You've created your warrior light, and now you're stuck on picking a job. You remember how you saw people playing random songs in Limsa, and you think to yourself, I want to do that. So you became an archer. BARD is an interesting physical range DPS that uses a bow. They also have songs that buff the party and do some interesting stuff. BARD overall is a fun class, but does need some explaining to get down. So let's take a look. Let's start with your main attacks. Heavy Shot, or Burst Shot, is your main DPS skill. This move has a 20% chance of letting you use Straight Shot or Refulgent Arrow at level 70. Quick Knock, or Layden's Bite, is your main cone AoE attack. This move has a 35% chance of letting you use Shadow Bite at level 72. Venomous Bite and Wind Bite are your damage overtimes. At level 64, these moves will upgrade to Caustic Bite and Storm Bite respectively. And at level 56, you'll get Iron Jaws, which will refresh the timers for both of your dots. At level 76, Caustic Bite, Storm Bite, and Iron Jaws will have a 35% chance of letting you use Refulgent Arrow. Bloodletter is an off-global single target attack, and Rain of Death is an off-global AoE attack. You'll start with 2 charges for these moves, but at level 84, these moves will get a 3rd charge. These moves both share a recast timer and charges. Sidewinder is another off-global single target attack. At level 30, you'll unlock Mage's Ballad, which is your first song. Mage's Ballad will increase you and your party members' damage dealt by 1% for 45 seconds. Mage's Ballad and the rest of your songs have an 80% chance of proccing Repertoire every couple of seconds of its duration. If it procs, you'll see the song gauge flash for a second. At level 54, you'll get Imperial Arrow, which is another off-global single target attack, but at level 68, it'll guarantee a Repertoire proc for your current song. When Repertoire procs with Mage's Ballad, it'll decrease the recast time of Bloodletter and Rain of Death by 7.5 seconds, meaning you'll be able to use these moves a lot, so make sure you use them whenever you see it come off cooldown. At level 40, you'll get your second song, Armor's Paean. This song will increase you and your party members' direct hit rate by 3% for 45 seconds. When Repertoire procs, you'll gain a Music Note, which you get a maximum of 4 of. Each Music Note will reduce your global cooldown and auto attack delay by 4%. At level 78, when you build up the Music Notes and you switch to another song, it'll grant you a buff called Army's Muse, which will allow the Music Note stacks you built up to carry over to another song for 10 seconds. If you let the entire duration of Army's Paean to run out, it'll give you a buff called Army's Ethos, which will store the Music Note stacks you built up for 30 seconds. And when you use another song, it'll change back to Army's Muse. At level 52, you'll get your final song, The Wanderer's Minuet. This song will increase you and your party members' critical hit rate by 2% for 45 seconds. When Repertoire procs, you'll get these arrow stacks, which you can have a maximum of 3 of. The more arrow stacks you have, the stronger Pitch Perfect, a single target attack, will be. You primarily want to wait till you have all 3 stacks before using Pitch Perfect, and use up how many arrow stacks you have left towards the end of the duration before switching to another song. At level 80, you'll get Apex Arrow and your Soul Voice gauge. With each Repertoire proc across all of your songs, your Soul Voice gauge will go up by 5. With a minimum of 20 Soul Voice, you can use Apex Arrow, which is a line AoE attack. This move will be stronger the more Soul Voice you have, with a maximum of 500 potency at 100 Soul Voice. At level 86, when you have 80 Soul Voice and use Apex Arrow, it'll change to Blast Arrow, a very strong line AoE attack. At level 90, each song you use will give you a coda, which is used for Radiant Finale. The more coda you have, the stronger the buff gained from Radiant Finale will be. This buff is a damage buff to yourself and your party members, and can go up to a maximum of 6% with all 3 coda and lasts for 15 seconds. I'm sure you have a lot of questions like, when's the best time to use Apex Arrow? Or do I have to save Radiant Finale for later since you have to build up coda? Well, to be honest, I'm not too sure myself, and I don't want to spread the wrong information, so I'm gonna suggest checking out the Balance Discord. They have all of this information and more, so go check them out. Links are in the description below. Back to your other abilities, Raging Strikes will increase your damage dealt by 15% for 20 seconds. Barrage will make your next single target weapon skill triple hit. This will guarantee a proc for straight shot or refulgent arrow, so it's best to use it on that. It'll also increase the potency of Shadow Bite. Battle Voice will increase the direct hit rate of yourself and your party members by 20% for 15 seconds. This move can only be used when under a song, so make sure to use it when you have a song up. Troubadour will reduce you and your party members' damage taken by 10% for 15 seconds. I forgot to mention this in the dancer guide, but Troubadour, Shield Samba, and Machinist's Tactician cannot stack together, meaning they'll override each other, so make sure to watch out for that. Nature's Min will increase the HP recovery by healing actions for yourself or another party member by 20% for 15 seconds. This move is useful if someone gets low and needs to be healed up quickly. The Warden's Paeon is basically like a Suna. It'll remove a debuff from yourself or another party member. However, if you or another party member doesn't have any debuffs, it'll give them a special barrier for 30 seconds that'll negate the next debuff that comes at them. Meaning if you know a debuff is coming that needs to be a Suna'd, you can give it to someone and it'll negate the debuff as soon as it happens. Repelling Shot is Bard's gap opener. But yeah, that basically sums up Bard, so bye! Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you didn't know, I stream on Twitch. I don't have a consistent schedule yet, but I do stream me leveling classes or just whenever I'm bored. I also have a Discord where I announce whenever I go live on Twitch, whenever I upload a video, or just to talk to you guys. Links are in the description below.